First thing on my screen. Didn't ask for nothing, still found me. There you are again, right where you be. Phone knows me too well, that's creepy. Open the app just to kill a minute. Saw those boots I almost bought last Friday. Didn't save them, didn't screenshot, didn't even tell my friends. Now they're sitting on my screen like they've been waiting on me. Closed it, opened another app, same thing. Alright, who's talking? Coffee spot I walked past once. Movie I almost watched. Flight to Tokyo, 3 songs I played yesterday. I ain't mad, I'm just looking around like, really? I changed my mind 3 times today. My phone somehow kept up anyway. That's kinda funny. There you are again, first thing on my screen. Didn't ask for nothing, still found me. There you are again, right where you be. Phone knows me too well, that's creepy. My friend said that's why I turned everything off. Cool, I forgot beef for lunch. Now my feed knows I wanted dumplings, didn't even search it. Walked outside, billboard, same brand, bus stop, same shoes, corner store, same drink. At this point, I'm starting to think my phone clock's in before I do whatever. Long as it keeps the bad playlist away. There you are again, didn't even blink. Every little random thought ends up on my screen. There you are again. Guess we'll never know who's following who. I'm still not buying those boots. Lady at the checkout asked me how my day's been. Told her pretty good, that was all I had in me. Elevator's quiet, that's my favorite kind. Don't need weather updates every single time. Taxi driver smiled through the rearview mirror. Asked me where I'm from, I just named the neighborhood. He said busy week, I laughed once, that counted. Everybody's got a question ready. I barely finished my coffee. Some folks talk just to hear a voice. I wait until I got something worth saying. Standing in another line, someone tried to start a story. I smiled, nodded once, then looked back at my phone. Don't take it personal, I'm just quiet first. If we click, we click. If we don't, it still works. Don't need to fill the room. Silence never bothered me. Some people chase a conversation, I let one come to me. Hair appointment took 2 hours. Half the room kept talking. Mine asked if I had plans tonight. Probably food, she waited. That was the whole answer. Walked into a cafe, barista already knew my order. Best conversation I had all day. Coffee on the counter, one night, receipt in my hand. Perfect, no awkward pause, no random questions. Just the kind of quiet that lets everybody breathe. Funny thing is, the people who get me never ask that much. We can sit there for 20 minutes, watch people walk by, finish our drinks, and somehow say everything. Don't take it personal, I just don't rush words. You'll know when I mean them. That's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Leave a little space, I'll meet you somewhere there. Not every quiet moment needs somebody to repair. Some people hear silence and think something's wrong. I hear silence and finally think straight. See you tomorrow, probably. See you tomorrow, probably. You looked once, then looked away. Guess that was enough to make up your mind. The room kept moving, cups changed hands. Someone laughed too loud, someone left without finishing a sentence. I ordered, waited, watched the window catch another passing bus. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just another afternoon trying too hard to become unforgettable. Across the room, I caught that second glance, not curious, certain, like you'd already written the ending before the first page. I've seen that look before, it never bothers me. People are quick when they're guessing, slow when they're learning. You measure the value, not the weight. Read the cover, close the book, fair enough. Everybody gets one first impression, not everybody gets it right. Take another look, no rush. The story changes if you stay long enough. Take another look, you might notice what you missed the first time. The playlist reached its fourth song. Half the cafe had already changed. New faces, empty cups, different conversations. You were still there, still pretending not to notice. The server remembered my order before I spoke. The table by the window opened at the right moment. Someone held the door, someone nodded hello. Little things easy to ignore until they happen over and over again. You finally smiled, not because I said anything, because the room answered questions I never did. Funny, people believe confidence has to make noise. Mine usually arrives wearing yesterday's jacket, carrying coffee and saying almost nothing. By then, you weren't watching me anymore. You were watching everyone else react. That's when the picture changed. The loudest proof rarely comes from the person everyone's looking at. It comes from the silence right after people realize they guessed wrong. Take another look, no need to hurry. Everything worth noticing takes longer than a first glance. You don't have to agree, you don't have to ask. Just stay a little longer. Sometimes that's all it takes. You looked once, on your way out. You looked again, that was enough. I'm here, just not on my phone. Screen lit up 3 times before I pour my coffee, turned it over, let it buzz. Nothing was going anywhere. Neighbor waved from across the hall. We talked about the weather for maybe 10 seconds, that was enough. Sat by the window, same chair, same mug, different playlist, group chats, moving fast again. Pictures, voice notes, plans for Friday, I'll read it later. Everybody acts like every notification's a fire. I can't wait, the world's not ending before lunch. If it's important, they'll call. If it's not, it'll still be there. My phone's on, I'm just somewhere else. Nothing happened, nothing's wrong. Some days I like the room more than the noise. Leave the message, I'll get there when I get there. When I get there, when I get there. Mom called, picked up on the second ring. She asked if I'd eaten, said yes. Asked if I was sleeping enough, lied a little. She laughed anyway, ordered dinner. Forgot to drink again, didn't feel like going back. Opened the window, heard somebody practicing guitar from another building, didn't know the song. Stayed until they finished, phone lit up again. Face down, still breathing, still a good night. People think being unavailable means you're pulling away. Sometimes you're just finally catching up with yourself. My phone's on, you'll see my name. Doesn't always mean I'm ready today. Some conversations sound better tomorrow. Some thoughts need one more night. My phone's on, I'm doing fine. Just let the evening be mine. Battery's full, so am I. Yeah. walked out with my sleeves rolled halfway up. Didn't check the forecast, didn't think about it twice. The guy outside the bakery folded yesterday's paper over his head, laughed at himself, kept moving anyway. Somebody reached into a tote bag looking for an umbrella, came back with the charger, shrugged and started running. I watched all of it from the crosswalk, waiting for the light. A truck rolled through the puddle too fast. The splash stopped an inch from my shoes, close enough. The coffee lid kept catching little drops. I wiped it once with my thumb. That was more effort than the rain deserved. The woman standing next to me asked, "You sure you're okay without one?" I looked up for a second. Yeah, light turned green. That was the end of it. Funny how everybody starts negotiating with the weather, like it's listening. Didn't bring one, didn't turn back. Sleeves get wet, they'll dry out. Shoes get darker, they'll dry too. I never been the type to raise the sky home. Corner store had a basket by the entrance. 5 umbrellas left, different colors, different prices. Pick the one, read the tag, put it back. Grab mint gum instead. Cashier pushed the receipt toward me. Folded it once, tucked it in my pocket, door open behind me. Somebody bought the blue umbrella I just looked at. Good timing for them. The bus stop filled up. People kept checking the arrival board, like staring at it will make the numbers change. A little kid stepped into a puddle on purpose. His mom sighed, he laughed harder. That made more sense to me than everybody pretending the rain was some kind of emergency. Crossed another block, jacket felt heavier. Didn't bother fixing it. Nothing heroic, nothing dramatic. Just never liked changing my plans because the weather didn't bring one, didn't need one. The coffee's gone, the receipts wrinkled. My sleeves are colder than they were an hour ago. Front door still there. It can wait another block, so can I. Hung the jacket by the door. Found the receipt still folded in the same pocket the next morning. My phone lit up 3 times. I read the first line, locked the screen, finished the coffee. The table next to mine started arguing over something that would've sounded important. An hour ago, a train got canceled. 2 people walked out like the whole day had been stolen from them. I stayed where I was. The chair was comfortable, the song wasn't over outside. The rain picked one street, left the next one dry. Funny how that works. The barista dropped a spoon, everybody looked. She laughed first, problem solved. The guy by the window kept refreshing the weather. Clouds didn't care, the clock kept moving. So did the line, so did the city. Nobody noticed the sky turning blue again. They were still busy talking about the storm. I've seen mornings fall apart. Before breakfast, I've seen evenings save themselves without asking anybody. This one, nothing new, nothing new. Another change of plans, another sorry, another will let you know. Keep it. I've heard better news on worse days, nothing new. The room keeps spinning, I keep walking, that's usually enough. A meeting moved, the flight slipped back an hour. The cafe ran out of the only pastry people suddenly wanted. The card reader froze, the register restarted. The line got longer, someone sighed loud enough to make strangers uncomfortable. I checked the window instead, a cyclist laughed after riding straight into a puddle. A little kid clapped like it was the funniest thing all morning. Perspective changes fast, the package arrived 1 day late, still arrived. The traffic stopped, then it didn't. The elevator came after everybody pressed the button twice. I only pressed it once, maybe patience looks old-fashioned now. Doesn't bother me, the newspaper headline promised chaos. The woman folding it looked completely relaxed. I trusted her face more than the headline. Bad timing, visits everybody. It just doesn't stay very long when you stop giving it the best seat in the room. Nothing Lights change, doors open, coffee gets cold. People calm down, tomorrow we'll probably arrive with another surprise. I probably answer the same way. One slow nod, one easy smile, then right back to whatever I was doing. By the time everything worked out, I'd already stopped worrying. Nothing new. They changed right on cue. I reached the corner just as the walk sign lit up. No running, no countdown, just one steady step, and the city answered first. The train door stayed open long enough for one more person. That happened to be me. The station announcement finished exactly when the platform emptied. No delay, no rush, just good timing. The cafe playlist switched songs the second I pushed the door. The barista looked up, morning, nothing else. Steam curled above the machine, fresh cups stacked neatly. Someone searched every pocket for a loyalty card. Someone else couldn't remember what they came to order. I already knew, same drink, same easy smile. The receipt landed before I reached for it outside. A taxi pulled away, another one arrived before anyone waved. People called it luck, I never did. Maybe clocks don't tell the whole story. Maybe timing has nothing to do with minutes. Right on cue, door swings open, right on cue. Music phasing, right on cue. Another green light, nothing forced, nothing borrowed. Everything arriving exactly when it should. The elevator chimed before my finger touched the button again. The lobby cleared just enough to walk straight through. A package arrived the moment I remembered I ordered it. Rain started falling only after I stepped beneath the awning. A friend texted, "You free?" I smiled, already was the bookstore open 2 minutes early. The owner laughed, figured I'd start today a little sooner. Perfect, the last copy was still on the shelf. The window seat was somehow empty. The coffee was finally cool enough to drink without waiting. A cyclist stopped to let someone cross. The bus pulled in before the schedule promised. Nothing spectacular, just another day, quietly agreeing with my pace. People chase the perfect moment, I stopped chasing. Funny enough, that's usually when it shows up. Right on cue, another open door, right on cue. Another clear path, the city keeps moving. I never ask it to slow down, it simply meets me where I'm already standing. Tomorrow, we'll probably do the same, and if it doesn't, I'll still arrive right on time. The signal changed, I crossed behind me. The light turned red again. Gate 23, still boarding. Not yet. Last call isn't mine, they can line up first. I'm still right here, watching the runway. Coffee's almost gone, boarding pass still folded. Nothing moves faster, just because I stand up. The screen changed from on time to boarding. Nobody looked up, they were already standing. Suitcases rolled over the same tile, like they practiced it before. A little kid spun in circles until somebody called his name. Business jacket, running shoes, passport in one hand, half a sandwich in the other. Everybody looked busy, nobody looked anywhere. Mine stayed in my pocket. The paper cup left the ring on the armrest beside me. I wiped it once with my sleeve, good enough. The woman across from me closed the laptop, looked at the window, then back at the gate. Still didn't move, guess we had that in common. Funny how everybody rushes toward the seat with the name on it. Last call isn't mine. They can line up first. I'm still right here, watching the runway. Coffee's almost gone, boarding pass still folded. Nothing moves faster, just because I stand up. Another announcement, same voice, different flight. A charger hung halfway out of somebody's backpack. Two friends argued about the window seat. An older man read the same newspaper page for nearly 10 minutes. Didn't look bored, didn't look impatient, just reading. The vending machine kept dropping bottles one after another. Coins, plastic, footsteps, everything echoed a little longer than expected. My phone lit up, screen went dark again, didn't pick it up. Didn't need to, a gate agent smiled at somebody running late. Held the scanner just a little longer. Small things, people, remember those. Travel isn't the loud part, it's the waiting. The 5 quiet minutes before everybody becomes somebody, headed somewhere else. Gate 23, still boarding. I'm still sitting, same chair, same view. Plane leaves, when it leaves I'll get there either way. No reason to borrow tomorrow before today is finished. Now boarding, I stood up when my coffee was finally empty. The handle turned, the door opened. Nobody playing what happened next. They handled the bell, but the door rang once. Somebody looked up, somebody didn't. A chair scraped against the floor before I reached the table. The server picked up a menu, then put it back down. Window, I nodded, she smiled once, didn't ask another question. Across the room, a guy stopped talking in the middle of a sentence. Not because of me, maybe because he forgot what he was saying. Didn't matter, a spoon spun inside a glass. Ice tapped the side twice. The couple by the window moved their shopping bags under the table. Somebody folded yesterday's newspaper. Somebody checked the watch that hadn't changed the time all afternoon. The receipt from another table slid across the floor until it touched my shoe. I picked it up, left it on the counter, sat down. Took off one sleeve, then changed my mind and left the jacket on. Funny, a room never really goes quiet. You just start hearing the sounds that were already there. The room went quiet just for a second, long enough to notice the air changing, and forks hit plates again. Somebody laughed, the coffee machine started humming. Everything kept moving, so did I. The water arrived first, no lemon, exactly how I like it. Didn't have to ask, steam drifted past the window from the kitchen vent outside. The delivery rider checked the receipt 3 times before leaving again. The table behind me couldn't decide with the order. 5 minutes still reading, I closed the menu before the server came back. Easy outside. Someone ran across the street holding a paper folder over their head. Didn't help much, a little girl pressed both hands against the glass, watching people hurry by like it was part of the entertainment. The song changed, nobody noticed except me. The server placed the cup down carefully, not a drop spilled anything else. I'm good, she nodded. That was enough. The conversation ended exactly where it should. The ice finally disappeared. The last sip tasted different, not better, just different. People always think attention is loud. Most of the time it's the opposite. Nobody remembers who spoke the longest. They remember who never needed to. The room went quiet, 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 quiet. Not because somebody asked, no, not because somebody said. Just one small pause before everything found its rhythm again. Doors kept opening, orders kept coming, the seats kept printing outside. Stay busy inside, stay warm. I finished the last sip. Picked up the folded receipt, pushed the chair back and walked out at the same speed. I walked in, the bell rang again this time. The room didn't look up, it didn't need to. The handle turned. We're closing in about 10. I know. The cup stayed where it was. The chair beside the counter disappeared first. Somebody flipped it upside down without making a sound. The espresso machine sighed one last time. Then the steam faded into the ceiling. Stack of clean glasses caught the light for a second before somebody covered them with a towel. The menu board was already missing. Tomorrow special. The server walked past my table, not to hurry me, just collecting sugar packets. Nobody open outside. Two people stopped to check the hours on the door. One of them pulled the handle anyway. Locked, they laughed, kept walking. The register opened once. Bills folded, coins counted, receipt printed, drawer closed. A mop bucket rolled across the floor, stopped near the back wall, then disappeared again. I took another sip, still warm enough. Didn't need a refill, didn't need a reason to leave yet. Funny, everybody notices when the place opens. Almost nobody watches how it ends. We're closing, I know. No rush, I'm almost done. One more sip, one more minute. The door will still be there when I stand up. The open sign turned around. Nobody clapped, nobody noticed. The delivery receipt stayed taped beside the coffee grinder. Somebody forgot a scarf over the back of a chair. The server folded it neatly, placed it beside the register, and went back to wiping the tables. A couple argued quietly about whose turn it was to drive. Neither one sounded angry, just tired. A spoon rested inside my cup, leaning against the rim. Every now and then it tapped the porcelain. When somebody walked by, the playlist reached a song I'd heard before. Not often, just enough to remember where I was the first time it played. The lights above the pastry case clicked off one by one. The room looked different without changing at all. My cup was finally empty. I turned it once between both hands, watching the last drop find the bottom. The best part of the night was never the beginning. It was this, the part where nobody needed anything anymore. And the room finally stopped pretending it was in a hurry. We're closing, I know. The chair slides back, the cup stays empty. The counter gets quiet, the keys find the front door. The sign faces inward, tomorrow can wait. Tonight already happened. The bell rang when I walked out. A second later, the lights went out behind me. I never looked back. This way. 3 words, that was enough. This way. 3 words, that was enough. The line curved around the lobby, slow enough for people to check the time every few seconds. A couple stepped aside looking for their reservation. Somebody searched every pocket for an ID that was already in their hand. The host looked up, caught my eye, gave a small nod. This way, no rush, no explanation. I followed, a chair slid back before I reached the table. A menu was already waiting, still closed. Water arrived first, cold glass, no lemon. Exactly how I liked it, the room stayed busy. Forks against plates, chairs moving, quiet conversations crossing each other without ever becoming noise. A server passed by, stopped for half a second, then smiled. Good to see you, good to be here, that was all. Outside, Another group joined the line inside. Nothing felt different, the coffee arrived. Before I looked up from the window, the cup settled softly. No number called, no name repeated, just perfect timing, like it had always been that way. Some people wait for permission, some people wait for their turn. Some doors never seem to ask, straight through. No second check, no extra words, no long goodbye. One small nod, one open door. Another place that already knew where I was going. The elevator opened before I pressed the button twice. Someone inside held the door without looking at their phone. Thanks. No problem, the ride was quiet, nobody tried to fill the silence. The hallway carpet softened every step. A cleaner parked the cart against the wall, leaving more room than anyone needed. The reception desk answered another call, pins lined up perfectly. Room keys disappeared, one by one. A family crossed the lobby, laughing about something that happened in the parking lot. The bell above the entrance rang twice. A suitcase rolled across the floor, steady, never rushing. The security guard looked up, recognized my face, lifted 2 fingers from the edge of his cap. Nothing dramatic, just enough I kept walking. The next door opened before I reached the handle. People think status needs a spotlight. Most days it looks smaller than that. A familiar face, an open door, a quiet welcome before you say a word. Straight through a different building, same feeling. No hurry, no performance, no need to stand any taller. The room adjusts, the path clears. Another hello, another doorway, another day that begins without asking who I am. The door closed behind me. Someone else stepped into line. I never knew where it started. This way, 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 this way. 3 words, that was enough. The lock turned with a heavier sound than before. The open sign disappeared from the glass. Someone folded their apron over one arm, counted the tables with their eyes, and started at the one closest to the window. Half a glass of water, one untouched sugar packet. A chair that never found its way back under the table. The coffee burner stayed quiet. Only the refrigerator kept reminding the room it was still awake. The receipt printer held one corner of the last order, waiting for somebody who wasn't coming back outside. A bus stop, opened the doors, closed them again. Nobody got off, nobody got on. A newspaper by the entrance, curved at one edge where somebody's shoe had left a wet mark hours ago. The clock above the counter sounded louder now, maybe it always had. Nobody noticed until everybody left. Funny, places have a different voice after they stop serving people. Leave the lights, just one more minute. Leave the chairs, they've been holding stories all day. Morning will come, it always does. There's no reason to rush tonight away. A forgotten scarf waited exactly where it had been left. Nobody reached for it, not yet. A ceramic cup sat upside down on a drying towel, still warm underneath. The espresso machine clicked once as it cooled. Someone counted bills without looking at the numbers. Habit more than attention. The floor reflected the ceiling lights a little clearer after the footprints disappeared. One menu had a folded corner, one notebook stayed open beside the register, pen resting across the page like the sentence will continue tomorrow. Outside, the wind moved, the paper sign hanging on the door, open, hidden, closed, face in the street. Nobody stopped to read it. The loudest part was never the conversations. It was everything that stayed behind after they ended. Leave one light on, someone always forgets something. Leave one chair out, tomorrow starts from the same place. The key turns, the room exhales, another day folds itself away without asking to be remembered. hallway was already dark. The cafe wasn't not for another minute. 5 minutes every time. Not because I have to, because I like seeing a place before it fills up. The chair still leaned against the tables when I got there. One employee unlocked the front door, another counted yesterday's tips without saying much. Fresh coffee hadn't finished brewing. The air still smelled like soap from the floor they just mopped outside. Delivery trucks traded places. Headlights crossing each other like they knew the routine better than people did. I picked the same corner, not because it belonged to me, because nobody wanted it yet. A menu landed on the table, didn't open it. Already knew black coffee, nothing added. The first customer after me spent longer choosing a drink than I spent drinking mine. Funny how time stretches when nobody's asking for it. The cashier looked up. "You're early, I usually am." That was enough. Some people wait for the room to become comfortable. I like needing it before anyone else does. 5 minutes early, nothing to prove, nothing to chase. The clock keeps moving, so do I. One quiet table, one warm cup, that's already a good beginning. By the time the music came on, I'd already finished half my drink. Morning conversation started arriving one table at a time. Someone apologized for being late, someone blamed the traffic, someone checked the weather like it owed them an explanation. I watched sunlight find the edge of the window, slowly climbing across the floor. A notebook stayed closed, didn't need a write today. Sometimes paying attention is enough. The server passed my table, refilled the sugar jars, straightened one chair that wasn't even crooked. Little habits everybody has, and mine just happened before everybody else arrives. The front door kept opening, voices got louder, the room became what it was supposed to be. I smiled, finished the last sip, and stood up right before the line reached the counter. Perfect timing again. People think being early means waiting. I never felt that way. Sometimes those few quiet minutes are the best part of the whole day. 5 minutes early, same easy pace, same steady hands, no reason to hurry. When you're already there, the cup goes back, the chair slides in, the door opens. The street keeps moving, tomorrow will probably look different. I'll probably arrive 5 minutes early again. The cafe was full when I looked back through the window. Good, I liked it better before that. Sorry. Have we met before? I smiled. Don't think so. The cafe wasn't even busy yet. Only 3 tables were taken. One laptop, one newspaper, one couple sharing breakfast. I ordered without looking up. The card reader blinked once, then approved the payment. Easy. Before I picked up the cup, someone stopped beside me. "I'm sorry, this might sound weird, but you look really familiar." I laughed a little, I get that sometimes. They look closer, trying to remember a place, a name, a reason. Nothing came, it's probably nothing, probably that seemed good enough. The conversation ended there, no photos, no questions, no explanation. Outside, the door closed behind me. The reflection on the glass looked like anybody else's. It's funny, people spend so much time trying to remember faces. They forget most of them were never strangers to begin with. You look familiar, maybe, maybe not. Depends where you've been, depends who you're looking for. Some people remember names, some remember faces, some just remember quiet, someone reached for the same shelf, paused and stepped back. You go ahead, thanks. A few pages later, another voice. Sorry, can I ask you something? Sure. Were you here last week? I might have been. I knew it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. The cashier handed me the receipt, then looked up again for a second. I thought you were somebody. I folded the paper and slipped it into my jacket. Happens, nothing else, the door opened. Cold air drifted in, the little kid looked at me, waved, then hid behind his dad. When I waved back, I smiled anyway. Some moments don't need answers, they only need a second. Familiar is a strange word. Sometimes people aren't remembering you, they're remembering how you made a place feel. You look familiar, maybe that's enough. I never corrected anyone, never agreed either. Some stories work better unfinished. Some faces belong everywhere and nowhere at the same time. On the way home, I caught my reflection in a train window for a second. I thought I'd seen that face before. Yeah. The bell above the door rang once. Someone near the window looked up, then went back to their conversation. The morning hadn't fully settled yet. Half the tables were still empty, the chairs still holding yesterday's warmth. The stack of clean cups caught the light, lined up like they already knew what the day would become. I walked to the counter, no menu, no second look. The barista smiled before speaking. The usual, yeah, that was the whole conversation. Beans started grinding, milk steamed somewhere behind the machine. A receipt slid across the counter, still warm from the printer. I folded it once, placed it in my jacket pocket, and carried the cup to the same corner table outside. Someone hurried across the street, holding a laptop over their head. Another person stopped, looked at the weather, turned around and disappeared back inside. I watched reflections move across the glass without following any of them. The first sip always tasted hotter than I remember. The second one always tasted right. Some places remember your footsteps before they remember your name. The usual, yeah, nothing changed, nothing needed till the cup found my hands. The room found its rhythm, morning kept moving, so did I. A delivery driver balanced 3 paper bags against one shoulder while checking an order number for the 3rd time. A student filled every inch of a notebook margin before taking the first sip. An older man read yesterday's newspaper like the headlines had nowhere else to be. The cashier straightened a row of pastry labels that nobody had touched. The clock above the shelf stayed 5 minutes fast. Nobody asked why, nobody fixed it. The door opened, cold air slipped inside, bringing another customer and another quiet hello. The music changed halfway through my cup. I noticed nobody else seemed to. The last page of my book stayed unread, not because I forgot, because some mornings don't need to finish everything they started. The cup grew lighter with every sip, the room grew louder, one table at a time. I stood up just before the line, reached the entrance, perfect timing without trying. Recognition doesn't always arrive with applause. Sometimes it's someone starting your order before you say a word. Sometimes it's a place keeping your routine safe for another day. The usual, yeah. No introduction, no explanation, just familiar hands, a familiar cup, and another morning that never needed to be different to be worth remembering. I left the next customer, opened the menu for almost 5 minutes. Mine was already waiting. halfway around the counter. Nobody looked happy about it. A menu changed hands 3 times. Someone checked the clock, someone sighed loud enough for strangers to hear. I stepped into the line. Coffee wasn't even on my mind yet. The woman in front of me turned around for a second. You can go ahead. I shook my head, I'm fine. She smiled, I'm not in a rush, neither was I. So we waited, the cashier called another number. The receipt printer kept working. Milk steamed somewhere behind the counter. A chair scraped across the floor. The guy behind me closed the app on his phone and looked around for the first time since he got there. The line moved one person at a time. Nobody complained again. Funny how one quiet moment can change the whole room. Some doors open because somebody pushes them. Some open cause everybody takes one small step back. Go ahead, I'll get there. 5 seconds won't change a thing. Take your time, I've got mine. Everything arrives when it's ready. The barista remember my order before I said it. Not because it was special, because I never changed a black coffee. Same cup, same easy smile. The card reader hesitated, the cashier laughed. Give it another second, I did it work. No big deal outside. The delivery van blocked half the street. Nobody could pass. The driver jumped out, moved 2 boxes, bathed in apology, nobody honked. The light changed twice before traffic started moving again. I leaned against the window, watching reflections slide across the glass. People rushed like they were chasing the last minute of the day. Mama's still right where I left it. The cup warmed both hands, the first sip tasted exactly like it should. Some things don't need improving. People always think respect sounds loud. Most of the time it sounds like someone saying after you, meaning it. Go ahead, I'll be here. No race, no hurry. The line gets shorter, the coffee gets colder. The room keeps changing, I don't have to. Some mornings begin quietly. Those are usually the ones I remember. By the time I reached the door, the line was gone. I never noticed when my turn arrived. Keep your seat. Nobody's asking you to move. If you stand, that's on you. I walked in the same way I always do. Funny how the room makes space on its own. Keep your seat, I'm good either way. The line wasn't long, just slow enough for everybody to keep checking their phones. I left mine where it was, front pocket face down. The cashier looked up, finished with the customer ahead of me, then smiled before saying a word. Good to see you again. I smiled back, no rush. The table by the window was already taken. Didn't matter, the corner worked just fine. A backpack disappeared from the chair beside it before I even put my drink down. Nobody said anything, nobody had to. Outside, a motorcycle rolled past and another inside. Ice settled at the bottom of the glass. The room kept talking just a little quieter than a minute ago. Some people walk into a place trying to be noticed. I prefer letting the room decide first. Keep your seat. Nobody's asking you to move. If you stand, that's on you. I'm not here to prove a single thing. The room already knows how to settle itself. The server carried 2 cups, paused for half a second, then changed direction. Actually, this table's better. Maybe she was right, maybe it didn't matter. The receipt stayed folded under the cup until the last sip. Someone laughed too hard at the next table. Someone answered without looking up. The door opened, warm air drifted in. A little kid waved at everybody, only one person waved back. That was enough. I finished my drink before the music changed. Slid the chair in exactly where I found it. No dramatic exit, no final speech. Just another evening, handled the same way as all the others. Respect doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes It sounds like people making room without being asked. Keep your seat or don't, either one's fine. The coffee's gone, the receipt's folded, the door's still open. Tomorrow we'll have another room, another table, another quiet moment. And somehow there's always enough space. I never asked for the best seat.